In a laissez-faire capitalist society, of course there would be bankruptcy laws. Companies would go bankruptcy. Now, what those laws would be and what they would look like, wow, I'm not even going to begin to try to speculate on that. They'd probably be different than the laws we have today. And, I'm sure if we really delved into today's bankruptcy laws, we'd find lots of flaws in them, lots of problems in them. But generally, I think bankruptcy is a correct concept. It is a situation where I made a contractual obligation to pay, and I don't have enough money to pay, and I'm defaulting on that debt. And usually the contract will say what happens when I default on the debt, who has priority over the assets, and you need a court in order to arbitrate all that. And my guess is that contracts like that, you would pay a fee to the court system, and the court system would then, under what's called bankruptcy proceeding, go through the motions of untangling the different contractual relationships that you had and allocating the assets to your different creditors. So bankruptcy law is a legitimate field. It's a complex field. It's not obvious because you might have all kinds of contracts with different people. Somebody has to put those all together and figure out how to prioritize them as they sell off your assets in order to pay them all off. So there's a legitimate field, and government, there would be bankruptcy laws because it would be known that at least if you use the system, the government system of courts, this is the process. Today, for example, if you're a shareholder and the company goes bankrupt, you're wiped out. You're probably not going to get anything. And then if you're a secured debt holder, you have the highest priority. Unsecured debt holder, second priority. And in a sense, these are all contracts, but the government through bankruptcy law, established as that as something everybody knows, so it doesn't have to be written explicitly into every contract. You can change the contracts and you can take yourself out of those particularly bankruptcy proceedings, but that increases complexity. So for the sake of simplicity, you have specific bankruptcy standards that can be changed depending on the specific contractual relationship.